Okay, everything should be working and I should be live now. Let's see. Actually, give me one quick minute. I should post out one more link. I don't know who's all here, but either way. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I should show this off as well. So I don't know if you're on the Discord, but if you aren't, or if you are, we had I had a customer, you had a fellow member of the Discord, ask a very interesting question or proposed a very interesting idea that I want to present real quick. Tips and tricks for reoccurring events. Basically, do you want a reoccurring event like random encounters and such? If so, this is how you do it. You can go to the plugin generator, and this should be the number one, what's the word? Devlog. But basically, using the delay switched variable plugin, you can create a thing that starts up the event. Doing the call, in this case I'm doing 5, so I'm saying every 10 player seconds, flip switch 1 to true. However, you could do it with batter count, win counts, all the other parameters you could do. And then what that switch will do is trigger this auto run event that's running in parallel. And what that will do is every time it runs, it immediately turns it off. Hello, KV! It immediately turns it off. It gives whatever action you want. In this example, it was giving 1 piece of gold for every 10 seconds. Then it sets another delay switch to turn that same switch it turned off back on 10 seconds later. So you don't have to worry about waits and running hundreds of parallel events all the time. This will literally only run every 10 seconds, and you don't have to worry about it. Again, if you check out the plugin generator page, this should be the first devlog. I have another devlog coming out maybe later tonight, early tomorrow, or later tomorrow, introducing the next generation of the generator, but that's not done yet. So we're going to return back to our demo, and we're going to show this off real quick, get us back into where we were. So this demo specifically was testing the item cost formula. So let's go grab that. There we go. This plugin allows you to define item prices, such as like you would do with damage formulas. And we defined a few in the last week. Let's go to items. So we added a bartering token just to show some of the features off, but potions. So we have potions that starts at 1, and then for every step you take, every 1,000 steps you take will increase the cost. Here it will increase it by fractionals. So if you take 1 step, it will be $1 and, or in the game it will be 1 gold and like 1,000th of a gold. But we fix that in, oh, I should format this better. There we go. We fix that in the super potion just to show it off, that if you do math.floor, then every 1,000 steps you take, the price will go up 1. We also, for potions, we set the set item sale value, which was taking the item price and subtracting it by the number of steps. So, oh yeah, well, you can set it up with any formula. I'll show you a few more as we go along, but it's just like damage formulas in batters and stuff, so you can put whatever formula you want here. So sell price, we just took the default price of 100, subtract 1 for every step, so it starts at 199, so on and so forth. If you don't do math.maximum though, when it gets to 0, it will reset to 100. That is just a fail-safe so that you can't get negative prices, and if you mess up the formula, it doesn't just crash your game. It will just default back to the default price. We also set up some weapons. We had the short sword, which is an item price based on a variable. If I remember right, variable 1, we had this dummy, which you can set the variable using the dummy to set that variable to whatever price you want. Then we had in armors, linen cloth, we had some really cool things. We had a game switch that when you flip the switch, will determine if the price is $69 or $420. And depending on which state the switch is in, if it's true, or if it's 1, it's $69. If it's 0, it's $420. We also had one that took how many tokens. So these guys took how many tokens the player currently has, or the party currently has. And if the party has any tokens, then it will take that token, add 1 to it, or if they don't have any tokens, correction. I see what you did there. Yes. It's a demo. I can put as many memes as I want in my demo with no issues, and no one should be complaining because it's a meme. It's all demo. It's all for fun. Sorry. So let me correct this. The selling value for this were based on how many tokens you had. It takes the number of tokens plus 1 to multiplied by the buying price. So the buying price is this guy. So if the switch is off, or if the switch is on, it's 69 times the buying price times the number of tokens, or 1 if you have no tokens, and that will set that. So in reality, you could really break the game, and we were doing that by flipping the switch to the 420, or buying stuff at 69, flipping the switch so it's 420, then getting a bunch of bargaining tokens and multiplying that by like 4 or 5. And super fun. We were having fun. So let's play around with that now that you all understand where the mechanics are. Let's quickly play around, show it off, and then finish up this demo and see what's the next thing we're going to do. So we're here. If we go to the shop, go to buy, potions are $1.06 of, or 6/10 of a penny in this case. That's because we took 6 steps. Super potions 1. The short sword's default. Is my stream health okay? Yes. Okay. For whatever reason, it just shows that like everyone dropped off suddenly. I'm gonna verify that my stream didn't just go down. Nope. Okay, it's up for me at least. I just realized I'm not listening to myself, so there you go. There you go. Now I'll know if the stream goes down immediately. Okay. I'm going to turn myself down a little bit though. If I can. There we go. There we go, so I don't immediately go crazy. So, short sword, it automatically defaults to 300 because the default variable set is 0. What fraction would you use to solve? Yes, so the two methods, or the two potions here are doing the exact same thing. One's doing math.floor, and the other is doing just raw value. So yeah, you can do math.floor or math.round, depending on how you want the operation to work. Short sword is just taking in the variable. The variable right now is 0. If it's 0, it goes to the default, so it's 300. And linear clothing is 420. So let's do a couple of things. First things first, let's set the short sword to 10. And let's set the switch on. So short sword is now 10. And I don't think I turned the switch on. Oh yes, I did, because it was default to 420. Whoopsie. See, I don't even remember what I was saying. There we go. Now it's 69. As you can see, steps keep increasing. So let's buy some, or let's just rob some gold here. Okay. If we go back here, we can buy everything. If we buy the potion at $1.02, we get $83.98. Nice. We buy the super potion, it subtracts by 1. Short sword goes 10, and linen clothing goes 69. Now, as you can see, it went crazy because you're doing floats. JavaScript doesn't do really good at small float values, so I recommend doing math.floor. There's other ways of doing it, but until I make a plugin that actually fixes JavaScript's float rounding error, I recommend just doing round and not doing partial gold. So if we go to sell though, we can sell potions for 80 because we subtract 20 steps off. So out of a potion started at 100, subtract 20 steps, you get 80. Boom. However, super potions don't have that, so it's just default value again. Go to short sword. Short sword doesn't have it, so it's just default value again. Now, armor is going to be the interesting one. It's 69 right now, because that's the buy price. However, we can do a couple of things. We can flip the switch again and get a couple of bargaining tokens. Go to sell. Can't sell the bargaining token, sadly. But if you go to armor, now it's give me a second. It's 4 times 420, which is 2,100. Sell that, and we just made a boat ton of profit. So that is the overall demo of how the plugin works. If you have any questions or want to, any ideas or concepts you want to test out, just hit me up and we can do that. Until then, I will work on making the actual demo portion that tells you what all to do. So like how to actually set all this stuff up. If you are joined 2 weeks ago almost, you'll know the process. It's just auto runs and everything else. So paste. This will be switch A. I just realized this is going to be the first demo where I'm not the one teaching you, because I'm just wandering in the background. What is this character? P4 2 4. Oh no! We don't have a P4 2. Need a... I guess I could be the shopkeep, but I don't like that idea. I want... We'll have this young dude here. That young dude doesn't look the same as this one. I guess it does. The hair's a little bit darker from the two pictures, but... Okay, anyone got a name for me for the shopkeeper? Or else I'll just put shopkeeper. Hey there. Have you heard of SirLegna's? Yep, that looks good. An animal shopkeeper. Yeah, we could go animal. We'll do that. Let's see. Any particular animal, cat or chicken? Sadly, I'd have to port MV. I think MV has the chicken, so we'll go cat. I can change this dialogue up a little bit. Oh! So, I'm not going to include it because I'm trying to keep my demos to one plugin at a time. But, Accent Manager. We'll just run over this real quick. If this was the demo for Accent Manager, it's pretty cool. It allows you to replace text in here dynamically. So I could have, let's say Miss Meow, but I could have the accent be cat. Then I could just type in, hey there, how are you doing? Okay. In the plugin parameters, I could set it up where it automatically replaces the cat's dialogue with how I want it. So maybe instead of hey, I replace it with meow and yow and yow. And we just keep doing this and doing. It's not instant localization, but it's a easy way for you to keep the character's dialogue consistent. Because you, kind of like here, you can just type it out like you normally would. And then this behind the scenes in the game will actually do the replacement of the dialogue to make it appear like the dialogue the character does. This methodology, not identical, but completely inspired to how Chrono Cross did it with the 40 some odd possible party members. I won't tell you how I know that, but this is similar to how they did it. But sadly, we're not doing it that way, so this plugin parameter stuff isn't going to see. Yes, it's so that you don't have to do the heavy lifting of going like, okay, how did Jim talk? I have to remember how Jim talked all the time. You could just do Jim British or Jim or Jim British or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna have, I like Miss Meow. That sounds like a great thing. Hey there. Meow. Have what, you never seen a cat run a shop to get their milk? Okay, we're gonna do middle. Oh no, we want top. That looks good. Okay, and oh, never mind. Typical MCs. I like that. Typical MCs. Never caring about the award itself, just the gameplay. Well, I got something to offer you. Have you ever heard? I hate the little black lines. Can't. Google, don't listen to me. Stop, Google. Bad Google. Why is everything seeming to go slow right now? There we go. Give me a second. I think somebody just joined my... Oh no. Somebody's adding stuff to the community project. Spoilers, guys, I'm making a community project and it's gonna be amazing. We're working almost every day now to make sure it works perfectly for the entire community. But basically you'll be able to put everything into a game along with everyone else. And hopefully we have a massive, amazing community game that everyone built. Have you ever heard of Oh, I like this. It's going to end at exactly 4 lines. Cool. And then you can say yes, no. So it's going to be like a amalgamation, but unlike Drifty's amalgamation project, you're not going to send me the assets and then wait for me to put them into the game and stuff. You're going to have the game. You're going to have a local copy of MV, well, right now it's MZ. And you'll be able to make events and make the damage formulas and all of that, and it will just automatically get poured up as you make them and get merged into this giant game. We're working around the clock. I can't say it's 100% yet, but at least for some of our initial testing, everything that was roadblocks has passed. When I open this up to the small community, it's gonna be a crazy mess. Oh, nice. Sounds a little intimidating, too. It shouldn't be. We're trying to make it as easy to the user as possible. You're pretty much going to be working in MZ like you're normally doing. The only difference is possibly you having to work around other people's code and stuff, but we're hoping we can get a good group of moderators to make that as smooth as possible. This week is going to be the initial test. Sorry. Okay. This week's the initial test between just the select moderators and stuff. Next week's going to be a micro group of people. It's most likely going to be my Discord and the Discord Studio Blue that will have access to it initially. Once that week test gets passed and it passes successfully, then we'll most likely move to Driftwood's Discord and all of them. So, in theory, yes, your work could get messed up by other people, but we're going to try to work to prevent that. But there's nothing stopping, let's say somebody else made this shopkeep, from me to going in and being like, actually, I want them to say blah. And they can submit it. And when they submit it in, it will get picked up by the community. Now, we're trying to get it where if somebody does that, it doesn't immediately go into the main game. It has to get approved by the community, and then by one of the moderators has to approve it. And once it gets through those two layers, then it goes into the main game. Hello, DVD. How are you doing? We're just making this demo and talking about my big project that I've been working on all this week. Okay. What am I doing? I am doing bad things. Okay. So, right, specifically I was fearing a situation where I spend all kinds of time on damage formulas and the next person comes along and wipes it out just because they don't like it. Yes, what we're hoping it ultimately will be is the community, active members in the development community have to vote if they want this change to go into the main system. If they vote yes, if a majority of them vote yes, which will be a hidden number, only moderators know how many votes are needed, then a moderator will go back and review to make sure like it doesn't break the game, it doesn't destroy anything that's already existent and people are enjoying. Then it will get pushed into the main one. Now you can take from ours and spin off your own if you want, but the main thing will be based on what everyone votes. So, we're working really hard on it. I am very glad that the people I asked to help start this stuff up is very on board with it. Right now, I actually just got a notification that they just wrote new music, new background music specifically for this project. So, but there is a lot of hiccups, such as Visual Stella's plugins. A majority of them won't be able to go in because the terms of agreement prevents us from allowing you to download our project in a way that's editable, because we could put the $100 plugins in, and instead of you buying it from Vigistella, you just go to our project, go, hey, I want to be a developer, download the project, and go, here's all these plugins, they're mine now. That's the main thing we're working on, is all the terms of agreements and stuff, and keeping people reasonable. We have already implemented a ban system, so if we determine that you aren't contributing but more stealing assets, then you will not be allowed access to the project. Oh yes, it wouldn't be a problem for people who bought all the waves. It will be a problem for the few who don't, and I don't want to have to go through and every time somebody adds or requests to be added to the project, I have to go, okay, do you have these? Do you have this? Are you under this guy's Patreon, or this girl's, did you buy this girl's plugins? No. We're checking to make sure when you upload, everything you upload is public access, and we're making sure that if it's not, it's either you own it and you've given us express permission, or we can get in contact with the developer of it and they've given us express permission. I don't want to exclude people who just haven't showed out the money yet. Oh yeah, and like, you always can take the project and kind of manipulate it where it's possible to manipulate it where it's possible for you to pull from. And then use the Vigistella stuff. I don't recommend that because it would be kind of odd, but I'm sure somebody's going to work around it. It's going to be a mess. It's a crazy project. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I already marked it as the first edition, and I'm hoping, my dream goal is to every year kind of make a new game with the community, and I'll even put in the money for like it to be demoed on Drifty stuff and on RPG Maker stuff and everything else to really show off the talent of the community. Because I know people who all they do is dialogue, and it's hard to show off your game if your game's strong in dialogue but has default assets, default plugins, can't do anything beyond the dialogue. So this would be a great way of showing everything off, showing everyone's talents. Okay, so SirLegna created this plugin that allows you to define. But yeah, we're working to reduce as much heavy workload as possible. Initially, the plan was moderation was going to be completely community driven, and a robot behind the scene was going to approve and deny. Sadly, I couldn't get that code working, but so it allows you to define item sell prices and buy prices as if they were damage formulas. I got a few examples to show you. Okay. I don't think there's any plugin parameters. I'm almost certain there's no plugin parameters. Yeah. But if you want to definitely be on board, join my Discord. Anyone on my Discord would definitely get early access. We're, fingers crossed, hoping Friday. We're hoping Friday will be the day we flip the switch, at least for my Discord, to give some people early access. Okay, what was I doing? I was gonna look at what I had. Let's go with potion first. So, take a picture of this. And I need the whole thing, sadly. There we go. How is everyone else's projects? Since this is gonna be just me showing a bunch of pictures and stuff. Okay, I need to actually open up the... There we go. That's just gonna have to be right there for now. And we're just gonna go to where's pictures? Pictures are part of image. Pictures. There we go. Is that right? If I do show pictures, do I get a billion things? Did I copy the wrong project? I think I copied the wrong project. Yep, I get a billion things. So, we're gonna fix that up real quick. There we go. And then fire, save as. Image, pictures, and we're gonna call this potion.png. Okay. I'm currently trying to put together skills for my latest game. It's a long process and I hope I can get it done in time to attend to the other aspects. Okay, then I will not distract you with this plugins. I won't be like, could you use this? Can I get a shout out? I love your videos. Yes, you can, Jaden. I don't know if you want me to discuss your relationship to me, but yes, you can get a shout out. Thank you for being here. If I remember right, I had to actually make this PNG lowercase. Yep. Okay, cool. So, upper left. I don't recall some of the pixel densities. Let's go 160 and 250 for now. See where that ends up. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. You should definitely get your use your MZ and play around with my demos. Oh yeah, I need to refresh this. I need to save this, refresh this. Okay. Cool. Yes. Okay, so a little bit low. We got that size right, so the X is right. We need to subtract 60. So that'd be 190. I think everything else looked right. Okay. Yep. Let's go 10, 7. Let's go 8. And I need to also change the height of the picture as well. So that'd be 182. And let's go 75, 75. Once we get this done, we can just start copying and pasting and everything. Yep, that looks good enough. Maybe it was 10. Like 2 pixels. But we can continue moving down. Okay. So, copy this. So that's what I used to do. I need to open this guy. Why is there an alert here? Give me a second. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. One of the people I follow had some bad weather, or like most of the US, has bad weather and is not going to be able to stream today. So you can see here with the picture that the potion item is using the plugin. Specifically setting Texas is not a happy place right now. Well, I'm glad I'm not in Texas. Even though I imagine the weather is heading to me, so. Yeah, interesting. Sorry. There are people asking some interesting questions all over the place right now. Specifically setting the item price, which is used when buying. Setting that can be done through. Oopsie, forgot to have batch entry on. There we go. Setting that can be done through the could fit up there. Note tag. SirL set item price. I'm going to make this a new line because I'm pretty sure this formula is actually going to be a lot longer. P dot underscore steps plus 100 divided by 1,000. Or plus 1,000 divided by 1,000. There we go. What does that do? And why? I'm guessing you're asking why is Texas not a happy place? The weather. The weather is severely bad. They basically got... Texas don't regularly get snow, and they got a lot of snow. But I'm glad my plugins are your favorite, even though I know you most likely have only touched them at the minimum value. But it warms my heart to know that you love my plugins. What does that formula do? Well, with each step the party takes, with each 1,000 steps, the party takes, the price increases by 1, starting at 1. However, should I state the issue here, or should I state it when we fix it? I think I'll state it both places. However, this does make the price is too big. It does make the price a float, which works, but may make unexpected graphical issues. May make unexpected is it card currency in the game? Give me a second. Oh, it is card currency. Okay. May make unexpected currency issues. I will discuss how to fix that later. Okay, continuing down. Actually, yeah, continuing down. The next note tag is, please tell me is by itself. Is a small, no, that's actually bigger. Yeah, we'll just do it. So, now set item cell value math dot max item dot price, not it dot price, minus p dot underscore steps. I'm going to need to make this a new line, comma 1. What does that do? And again, if you guys have any like RPG Maker questions or want me to discuss any of my plugins specifically, just hit me up. If you want to check out what plugins I have 19 publicly available right now. In the description is the plugin generator. Below that is the Discord. So if you want to join the Discord and get more of my nonsense consistently, that is the best place to go. Give me a second. Okay. So what does that do? Well, that will set the, where's the black line? There it is. Oopsie. Nope, that's correct. Okay. Set the price. Price is too big. Set the price, the buy back price to be the result of that formula. That formula normally takes the item price, dot price, and subtracts that by the number of party steps taken. However, if that number reaches, yo, finally able to catch your stream, awesome! You're catching kind of more of the boring part, but it's awesome that you're here. Since you're here, I'm gonna show off what all this plugin, the code that I'm actually showing off, can do. We'll just stop here for now. And a lot of dialogue. Okay, so if I go to playtest, quickly showing off for everyone who came in along the way. What? You never seen a cat? Yep, cool. Oh wait, this is on an auto run. Give me a quick second, I'm gonna fix this up so that we can actually show off the plugin. I just need to... remember what I need to do. There we go. Turn that on, make sure that's A. He became a human. We don't want that. We want him to remain a cat. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to show off the plugin. It's actually pretty neat. Actually, one more thing, because we made a picture I need to erase. Actually, no, I don't. We can fix that later. I can just say no. I don't have to test everything ransom. I can just go no. Okay. No. There we go. So, we have this shopping event. We have the cat that's a store keep. And the core thing is these values change randomly. Or not randomly. Programmatically. Correction. So this one is taking, it starts at 1 and it takes every step and adds 1,000th of that. This does the same thing except it rounds it to the highest number. This is actually getting set by a variable that the player can change, and this is getting set by switches. So let's show this off. If we go to variable, we can set this to, let's say, 20. And if we turn on the switch, it will change the price. So we've taken 20 steps so far, so that's $1.20. This hasn't hit 1,000 yet, so it's not increasing yet. This has been set to 20 now, and because we changed the variable, it's now 69. And that's a quick rundown of everything that's happening. But you can do some other things. So one thing you can do is you can go here, get a bunch of gold. Then go into the shop. We have 65. Let's buy the potion. Okay. So, bought the potion for 128. We can go in and sell it for 1. We lost money. Or oopsie, we didn't lose money. We can sell it for $72 because we didn't set a sell price for it. We also can do that with the sword, buy it for 20, and we can sell it back for 150 because we didn't set a sale price for it. However, we can go in here, buy a linen cloth, 169, or not 169, 69, go to sell, and it's 169. However, we can do some tricks here. We can get a bartering token, which will multiply it. So let's get 4 of those. We can go in here, flip the switch back so it's 420. Go to sell. We got 3 tokens. It's going to be 420. 420 times 3, 1080. So now you can have that dynamic values for it. Before, I know you don't have the engine. So before I'll show you, you could only set the price to a set value. You couldn't change it. Now you can change it as much as you want. Okay, so however that number reaches 0 or less, it would default to the set value in the database, not using the plugin. If I think that if's gonna get cut off. Preview that. Nope, the if didn't. Cool. If you want it to lock to a minimum value, you can use math.min with the minimum value. Math.min with the minimum value. Yep. Such as, whoopsie, forgot to turn batch on. Such as in the potions case 1. I'm going to put quotes around 1 so that people know it's actually a value. And that's everything with the potion. Do you want me to continue with the others? And we'll have a little yes, no. We also can turn off the picture here. Once I remember how to do that. Erase picture 1. Okay. However, we need to actually show the choice before erase picture 1 because choice is, if I don't do that, it will actually hide this. It will hide the message. There is ways to work around that. So give me a second. Let's see, it looks like somebody joined. KV Kingdom joined? Awesome! Nice to have you as a member of the Discord. I'm imagining you will quickly join that community dev membership as soon as we open up that to everyone. Okay, so we need to make a choice box. Yes, no. Disable, disable. Awesome. I'm so glad that people are joining this Discord. And we're quickly getting annoyed by the bots I'm making. Okay, so yes, I want you to continue. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Can just exit out. Yes, I want you to continue. You can go here. And we actually don't need to erase picture. We can just change this picture. So, boom. And I just need to now grab a picture and we can continue. Oh, then I need to make that a common event. I need to stop doing that. I don't make common events initially and then I go like, this needs to be a common event eventually. Okay, so let's take this picture. This one's actually shorter because all it's doing is showing the fix. And that means we can actually take a smaller picture. That might be a little too small. Margins are good. So let's go like that. Save that picture. This will be super potion.png. We can close this guy out. We can open this one up. Oh, give me a second. One of my legs is going completely numb. There we go. Okay. So, do you want me to show you the fix for the set item price note tag? Yes? No? Yes. Awesome. Change this to super potion. Now I get to run through this entire dialogue until I get there. Just so that we can make sure everything's positioned correctly. Yes. That doesn't get cut off. None of that gets cut off. None of that gets cut off. None of that gets cut off. Good. 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 Awesome. Cool. Do you want me to show you the fix for the price note tag? Yes. Okay, so it kind of cuts the picture slightly, but it's not that bad. You still get to see everything. I think we're good. Oh, Rated also joined. I did not catch that. Thank you for joining, Rated. KV Kingdom actually waived, so since KV Kingdom actually waived, they get priority. Okay, so we can continue this. Awesome. So the super potion shows how you can fix it using the same note tag, but different. I was going to say the same rap word, but that's 6 hour cooldown. Yes. So the reason why it's a 6 hour cooldown for introductions is just so that people can just say everything. If you want like no cooldowns whatsoever, daily gossip is good. I made this as a 1 minute cooldown. But I check all. If you message anything in this channel, you basically are messaging me directly. It alerts me on any message. Like it should. I am the owner, so if you see issues, you should be able to contact me as quickly as possible and be like, why is there things going crazy? Note tag, using the same note tag but different. Different formula. Yeah, I didn't know how. So right now I'm the only one with really moderating permissions, and I didn't know how I was going to handle like, oh, if somebody spams my server, how am I going to do that? So initially I was like, I'll just do cooldowns and make them like semi-reasonable. Okay, but different formula. As you can see, at the heart, it's the same. But using math.for, it rounds it down to the first whole number. And if you don't know what whole number is, you might not want to continue building a game. So that should be good enough, and that's actually a very short thing. Okay. So then we just need to ask, do you want to see other functions and features the plugin can do? And then what is interesting? Why is there the oh, because I'm in a choice. I'm like, what is this random white dot? What plugin, what vent command is that? That's just so I can put more into the choices. Okay. Yes, no, none, disallow, perfect. Done. Okay, if you say yes, we update the picture, which means I need to get an updated picture. Boom, boom, boom. So the cool thing is, once this demo is done, people can actually realize that this is one of the rare cases. Actually, let me bring that up and see. How many cases does items have? Oh yeah, sometimes I really like awesome. Thank you for using I made this. RM is nice in some aspects and not as nice as I would like it in others. Like I was talking on Driftwood's Discord, some of the underlying optimization code could do a lot of work. But I'm not making the engine. Before I actually went into RM, I was thinking about writing my own, basically RM version. Then I found it and I was like, somebody else wrote it, I'm not going to write my own. But mine was going to be completely web-based. Pluses and minuses. So item morph. I do not know if you can use item morph for weapons. However, I do know item cost formula you can. I guess there's one way we could quickly try it. We could quickly try and find out. You guys tell me if you want to see if I can item morph a weapon. I think you can. You know what? Instead, I'm just going to open up the actual plugin code and see if you can or not. Or if you guys want, I can struggle and show you guys that way. You are here to learn. Okay, cool. We'll do that then. Okay, so we don't need the item cost formula because we already have that in our project. We just need the I lost it. Item morph. Compiler. We're gonna call this item morph. Download. Save. I was testing some Visual Seller stuff out. We want to save it in this project. So give me a second to get all the URLs right. Yeah, Driftwood is, or Drifty, the Driftwood gaming channel, is going to be demonstrating some of my plugins, and I wanted to test a few more with Visual Seller so that I don't get any hate like last time. Hopefully I don't get any hate. So, okay. We're going to try something. We're going to try something. It's going to most likely fail. I'm going to be sad, but we'll try it. So, item morph. Pretty simple plugin. You just take this note tag. Oh no, item morph won't work. It can't work. I'm an idiot. How do you use a weapon? How do you consume a weapon up? You can't. You can't consume a weapon or armor. So, yeah. Item morph won't work. It will only work for items. But I'll quickly show you like what it can do since we already downloaded it. Let's just shove it in here. So, item morph, let's say 2. So what that will do is when we use a potion, it will take that potion we used up, and instead of just removing it from our inventory, it will actually replace it with a bargaining token. I'm just going to stick something on the table here real quick to harm us so we can use potions up. An evil guy with that. When you use it, change party health, deduct it by, let's say, 5. It doesn't have to be a lot. We just have to be able to use it. Okay. Oopsie. Save. Play. Okay, so item morph plugin. I think there's a demo for it. I think there's a demo. You know what? You could just click it. Oh, look, there is a demo. Play demo. But in case, since you guys are here, no, okay. So hurt ourselves, get some gold, go here, buy a potion. Let's buy 4 potions just so we can show it off real well. So right now, if we go to item, we only have 4 potions. But if we choose to use one, you know what helps? If you actually turn on the plugin. There we go. If you turn on the plugin, the game works a lot better to how you're trying to demo it. Okay. Yes, no. Cool. Get some gold. go here, buy a potion. 4 potions. Oh yeah, if you turn it on, it just works better. Okay, so we got 4 potions. If we decide to use one up, now we got 1 bargaining token and 3 potions. And we can continue doing that. So we can heal you, 2 bargaining tokens, 2 potions. Here, 3 bargainings, 1 potion. Here, 1 bargaining, or 0 potions, 4 tokens. And that's item morph. It's pretty nice. Let's see, what I was originally I wanted to do it so I could give a player like a vial or like a potion jar or whatever, and they can, instead of buying potions, they can buy the potion liquid, fill up the potion jar, and then every time they use it, it just gives them an empty jar again. So yeah, item morph. Very cool plugin. That's a quick rundown. If you guys have any other of these that you want to see how to use, I can quickly show you. Some of them are easier to show off quickly. The one that I can think that's the hardest is position backs. It's the reason why I haven't done a demo of it yet. Very cool plugin, but very hard to get everything working. I'm actually working with somebody in MV using the MV ported version of this to get their stuff working just right. But basically it allows you to change the position of battle backs and also make animated battle backs. But it can be a doozy because it's a lot of like, because every picture of a battle back is different between project to project. It's very hard for me to just be like, here's how you use it and you make animated battle backs, because your battle back might be slightly different and it won't work. So that demo is going to be a nightmare to make. So we're back on here. Did I ever actually properly take a picture of the weapon? No. But yeah, if you see any of these plugins you want like more information about or anything, just ask. Or if you just want more information about how RPG Maker in general works, definitely just ask and I'll most likely be able to give you an answer or complain about how I don't know. Okay, so we want the short sword. Short sword's simple as well because all it's doing is going, hey, you can set it to a variable and just like define the prices dynamically with like as the player goes through your game. I don't like that line. I don't like this line right here. There we go. Which, it'll be cool to see what people can do with some of these plugins. I only make like the general basic things, but I have ideas on how to make bigger and badder plugins. Okay, so we need to save this. Pictures, short sword. And if you have plugin ideas, hit me up and I will most likely make them. It all depends on how enthusiastic you are and how enthusiastic I am about the idea. For example, the tile-based scaling, they're not here right now, but somebody reached out to me asking, hey, could you do X? And I was like, can you? Yes. Is it easy? No. And eventually they convinced me to start looking into making a demo, or not a demo, a plugin to do it. So I made a plugin and now it reduces black bars, basically. So, for example, like this, where you get the black bars here and here, what it does, and this is a bad example, it calculates how big can the map be, like how zoomed in or zoomed out can the map be, to minimize the black bars as much as possible. So it's not generosity. So personal side note to me, I make enough money and everything to be happy. There is no like, I'm gonna have to like crank out a billion plugins and like charge people money to better my life. I do this completely out of just entertainment and all that. However, there is one thing I love doing, and that's helping people and interacting with people. So having people who are on board with my plugins, playing around with them and telling me bug reports and feature requests and all that, that drives me. When I have days that I'm like, I don't want to do something, the more people who are like, hey, this plugin doesn't work, or this plugin could do this, but can it do this as well? That pushes me forward. That continues my life, and that makes me feel a lot better with myself. So I appreciate that you appreciate my generosity, but in reality, it's you guys who I appreciate a billion times more, because without you all, I would be doing what I did years ago on this YouTube channel of like random videos and gameplay and doing gameplay, and then not getting the satisfaction out of making those live streams and stuff. Now I'm making stuff, and even if the live stream doesn't go well, as long as I know there's at least one person using the plugin in their game, making something awesome with it, or not using the plugin and complaining to me about how it breaks their game, that's more than enough for me. All the same, it's way cool, and I'm grateful to know there's someone who can help overcome roadblocks. Oh yeah. Look, I can't remember who I was discussing with it before, but I was discussing to somebody. They were talking about how like, and I don't know all the details, so I'm gonna use it very vaguely, but Yangfly apparently had a period of time where like, or not Yangfly, Olivia was getting a bunch of like negative bug reports and bug reports with features like snuck in and stuff, and they didn't like it. And I'm like, to me, I can understand why somebody doesn't like it. I've worked years in front-end customer service on development platforms. So having somebody come in and be like, hey, I would laugh if somebody told me my better script command plugin was broken, but let's say it was. If they were like, hey, your better script command plugin is broken, to me, that shows that there's at least an interest, and it shows me an opportunity to build that customer relationship. Where what I currently do in my personal life, work-wise, I wanted to switch up my field a little bit. So I'm no longer working that customer front end. And it annoys me because there's a lot of times where I'll add a feature. So let's say like the event cloner. I'll add the feature and I'll never hear back from the customer. I'll never know if they used it. I'll never know if they have any problems, if they have any ideas on how to improve it. Nothing. It's like tossing my code into a black box. And I understand why it's done, but it doesn't work for me. Hopefully you guys all can hear me. For whatever reason, YouTube acts up every now and then, and I've just realized that I can't hear myself for a while. Oh, that's not good. Is my stream down? No. YouTube is... There we go. Okay, you can't hear me? Cool. I couldn't hear myself, but YouTube's weird like that. I listen to myself while I'm streaming, and YouTube every now and then goes, hey, I detected you're streaming, so I'm going to also mute. Under the hood, I'm going to mute all the videos you're watching, which I guess is good if you're not listening to yourself while you're streaming. But for me, it's annoying because I use that to test, to verify, like, is my stream up? Am I buffered? What all is going on? Okay, where were we? We don't want that anymore. We need this. And if you want ever hear like details, I can't give specific details. I've said this multiple times, but I'm under various NDAs from various companies, so can't give specifics. But if you ever want details on like a specific coding or software development perspective career-wise, I can let you know a lot of details. I've done enough. I've done various levels of it. I've been tester, I've been developer. Right now I'm doing management, so production. I've started a couple of businesses. I've ended a couple of businesses, so I got a good amount of background knowledge. Okay. So the next item. Wow. Or actually, this plugin can work. Oh no, where's that black line? There it is. Can work with weapons and armors as well. So for the short sword. Okay, so for the short sword, I only changed the sell price using the following note tag. Not tag. The following not tag. One. There we go. This formula uses the first game variable. So you can set the value from, you can set the price from the game variables, up 2 I's, variables, value. That's good. And I don't think I'll continue, I'll just go into the next item. Because I think the next item is going to be a little bit more complicated. Yep, the next item is a little bit more complicated. Because I'm going to show you how to do the ifs and how to do counts on how many items somebody has. But not the end of the world. Oopsie. I opened up a browser I didn't need to. Okay, save this. This will be called linen clothing.png. And I think that's the end of all these PNGs because everything else can be done in-game. So we might actually finish this demo up by tonight. So, as we most likely will, let me know in the comments or on the Discord, wherever you want to put it, which plugin you want to see next. With the caveat that if it says play demo, I've already made a demo. You can click play demo and it will just show you that demo. Which I need to change some of the code there. Okay. So I already took a picture of that. But yeah, choose any of these and I'll make a demo on it. Some of them are going to be ridiculously simple. The others are going to be super complex. Linen cloth. And then I need to close this out. Open linen cloth up so that I can just read it instead of having to jump between the two. Okay. The last item is linen clothing. This one has both a set item price and a set item sale value. We will discuss each individually. I don't need to tell you that we're going to discuss it each individually. You'll know that. Okay. The set item price formula is $69,420. What does that mean? That means if the game switch I can't remember. Is it F699? So default's off. If it's off, what's the price? Yeah. So that means if this game switch is on, the price is 69. And if the game switch is off, then the price becomes 420. 420 can fit in that line. I think the game can fit in that line as well. There we go. Well, that one was easy. Now, I think that explains it. You guys understand, if you put a question mark, that is an if. The first value is if it's true, and the second one is if it's false. I think that's reasonable. That one was easy. Now, the set item sell value is a little more tricky. Same concept, but using the number of items the party has currently. Does current cut off? Yes, it does. Currently. First, you must check the party has any items. Not any item. Has at least one of the item you are checking. To do that, you can use this script, or this script, p._items.has own property 2, In this case, we are using 2 since the item is found in the database at 2. If there isn't an item, you must define what to do. Such as, I wish I could copy paste that. I do not want to type that all out again. I can copy paste some of it. There we go. Question mark p dot items bracket 2 plus 1 1. Does that actually fit now? Of course not. And we'll break it here. Basically, this says if there is an item, take the current amount that the party has, add 1, or else just use the value 1. Lastly, at the end, they I multiply that with buy price. Where's that black line? There we go. Buy price is just the calculated value of set item price. And I think that is that. So I think that explains everything. We can erase the value here. Erase it here as well. And then I just want to add one quick little note. Hey, before you leave, note all the items that are flashing on the tables are interactable. So go play around with them and then come back and check the shop to see what happens. Yeah, I should say check back with me. Back with me. There we go. So that huge block of tutorial is done, but I did it kind of wrong and I need to do it again. Cool. Because all of that really should have become a common event. So that I then can go into the cat and just call the, whoopsie, not the cat. That was strange. I don't know if you guys caught that, but the scroll bar was all the way up, but I was down here already. Okay, so there's that, and then I can go in here and be like, we're gonna actually just grab this little dude. Hey there. I don't think I said hey there initially. Yeah, I said meow. But now we'll do meow. Meow. Do you want to learn how to use the plugin or visit the shop? Shop A. Quick choice. I've seen some scroll bar shenanigans in ARM too, like the bars that have space at the top. Interesting. I wonder if that's just So I've actually made my own text editor, which is basically what this is without you being able to actually write your own text. So I'm wondering if they have like some weird... I think one of the reasons why they disallowed tours is because people could make the tours better than they could. one about the plugin. Visit the shop. Never mind. We take the shop here. We take the plugin, put it here. We do never mind there. And in theory, we have the demo done. KV, do you use scripts at all? I just want to show you the cool, better scripting thing. Because I think I use it personally. That's text is good. Good. Picture fits. Nice. Awesome. I'm going to quickly show you this. I'll go through the demo real quick and then I'll show you. Because the Better Script plugin, I am shocked that they didn't just include it because I'm not using anything special. It's all pretty much in engine. Do I want more? Yes. Cool. Do I want more? You want to see feature? Do you want to see other features of this plugin? Yeah. Cool. I can use them in other locations. I can use them with variables. I can do if statements in them. You could actually, in theory, do an entire function if you wanted, but I'm not going to show that off. Cool. 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 I do love the quick little flickering effect. We also need to remove the guy who kills you. Okay, cool. I think the demo is good. I didn't want to do that. Can I undo that? Yeah. So let me show KV and anyone else who's watching this cool little feature. So I'll show you two things. Actually, no. I'll do that after I download the plugin. Okay, so grab the Better command script. Script command. Download. Save. Yeah, it's going to save in the right place. Turn that plugin on. Cool. So, KV. You know, or anyone, you know, if you ever go in and you go to like script, if you ever have tried this, there is a limitation to how many lines you can have. You can have up to 12. Now you can, how the code is written, do this, and any of these lines will get tied into these lines. But look how bloated that is. Like, if you want 24 lines of code, like, that's a lot of bloat right there. Like, but if you use my plugin, you don't have any of that. You can just go here, go to script command, go to script, and guess how many lines you can have here. As many as you so please. It does the exact same code, calls the exact same function, but you get a scroll bar, and you can have as many as you please. You also, so the downside is it's going to form your script in one line on here, but it doesn't bloat it. After a certain point, it will just do ... So, if we copy and paste, yeah, it goes ... So, now, not only does it allow you to script bigger functions without having to go like how to do any of this, does it work in MV as well? No. Sadly, because I'm using the fancy plugin commands for this, it won't easily port to MV. I can port it, but it's not going to be as pretty because it's going to... give me a second. I can port it, but what it would do is you would have to write everything out. I'll show you. Woo. Notepad. You would have to take whatever script you're writing, paste it into Notepad, use Notepad or whatever text editor you want, copy this, minimize it so it's all one line, then put it into the plugin command. So you can do it in MV. When I backport it, I bet I could backport it into MV, but it's not going to look as pretty as it would in MV. And that's just because of the nature of the beast of them upgrading the plugin command feature. But yeah, putting it all on one line, yeah, I agree. It doesn't solve the issue. Now, I don't know. Give me a second. Let me open up an MV project. We're pretty much done. All I have to do is package it up, read out the dialogue, making sure I like the dialogue and everything. But the demo's done. Most likely by the end of tonight, it will be up. You can go to it and play it. But let's see some stuff. So, if I go to comments, can you do a multi-line comment? Because maybe I could get around using a comment. Nope. So yeah. MV, you're pretty much gonna be stuck with the limitations of how many lines you can put. Yep. Because the only other way is for you to do this, which is nice. You could put an infinite amount of code in here, but it's gonna look like one single line. It's gonna look like that bit of code right there. Oh yeah, I'm shocked when I discovered that like I could do that. I was shocked that it wasn't already in default. I was shocked that they didn't just make script have a scroll bar, because I'm not doing anything really special under the hood for this. Like, this bit of code is not doing anything special. The only special thing is this is a plugin command, which this is a plugin command, and the only special thing it has, whoopsie, is instead of it being just a normal note, it's a multi-line string which has a scroll bar. If they would take a multi-line string and just put that here instead of this, it would work. It would just work perfectly fine. I'm not doing any special coding. I'm using literally the same call the script call does. It's nothing special, and I'm just like, why didn't you do this? So where's that plugin? I don't see it on the itch page. So I guess I can just show you with Chrome, right? Oh, yeah, I can show you. You guys can know my first initial. It's all. Congratulations. So if I go to itch.io, and in my case, I'm just gonna, actually I'll just go here. So if I go to my page, or if you go straight, like in the description, to the plugin generator, click that, let it load up. Under quality of life, there will be the better script command. You just move that over, It's there. Hit compile cart, name the cart whatever you want, and you're done. You have the Better Script command plugin. Under whatever you called it. So you might call it blah. And the Better Script command plugin will be under blah. But yeah. It's the same thing here. This is just a minor window running a local copy of the same bit of code. Which I remembered, unlike last week, to move the code from my build to the itch build. So hopefully KV Kingdom, that helped guide you where to find it. Awesome, you got it, cool. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna most likely start making myself some food and spend the rest of the night enjoying my time. Or actually spend the rest of the night finishing up this demo, putting it up online, and coding up a plugin generator version 1.1. So you guys will be excited about it. I guess since I have you guys for a quick second, 1.1 will also have in the plugin parameters, you will have an option kind of like with this, where you can type in your own notes. The notes won't run or anything, but it allows you to, let's say you've discovered something in one of my plugins. Oopsie. In here, it'll be like notes, and it'll have a value or with brackets and stuff. You can just put the notes in the thing, and you don't have to like open up a new notepad or anything like that. You'll have a list of notes. It's a nice little feature. That's actually coded up already. Let's see. Can I? Let's test something. If I'm in this, if I go to 1.1, if I refresh this page. Compile cart. Nope. Oh yeah, because I'm still pulling. Give me a second. Restore. Mark all these. Now if I refresh the page, compile cart. See? Add notes to plugin. If you check that little box, it will add notes. But that's for 1.1. That feature isn't added yet. So. Just a nice little help you guys out when you're trying to figure out how to make plugins and everything. Or not make plugins, but use the plugins. You can put little reminders. In reality, if you wanted, you could put notes about your games in that plugin as well. But that's up to you if you want to stretch it that far. But other than that, I'm going to end the stream now. I hope you all have a great day, night, wherever you are. And I will most likely stream Thursday night at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. So, until then, bye. We'll most likely play with some other plugin by then. I don't know which one we'll play with next. Maybe one of you guys can tell me. But bye for now.